Hi, I'm Amanda. I'm at Juvenile Med Spa in Rockwall, Texas. I wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk to you about Voluma. It's one of my favorite fillers on the market. It's been FDA approved in the US for a year now, and we were one of the first offices to be able to receive it. So we've been trained and then also have lots of experience over the last year with Voluma. It is a hyaluronic acid filler. Hyaluronic acid is naturally occurring in our body. The way that it works kind of works like a sponge in that it absorbs 1,000 times its weight in water. So it kind of just plumps by absorbing the moisture from the tissue. It's also FDA approved for 2 years. So it can give long-lasting fullness to the mid-face or the cheek area for 2 years. And I just wanted to talk about a couple of the things that we take into consideration whenever we're talking about fillers. The whole point when it comes to injections is to enhance or mimic what nature gave us originally. So I have with us Nicole. She's our esthetician, also in her 20s, so she presents with the perfect youthful face. So you can see that that her face is kind of a round or a more oval shape. It's also, you can see that when we're young, we have almost like a triangle here. So it's thinner down at the chin and it kind of goes wider at the top towards the cheeks. As we age, there are several things that are going on, but what happens is, sorry, my hands are cold. Our cheeks and our skin kind of pull forward or end up pushing forward and then also down. So we end up turning our triangle more like upside down. So we end up with the jowls, the nasolabial folds, we'll end up with the oral commissures here, and then the jawline just isn't as defined as it is in our youth. And a couple of the things that are going on that cause that are bone density loss. We lose up to 30% of our bone density in our face, and we have this nice zygomatic arch here in our youth that just doesn't give us as much support as we age. We also have muscles, so smile for me. We have these muscles that are pulling up for all of our expressions. Those muscles become weaker over time. We also have nice supple skin in our youth that as we age it just becomes more lax. The integrity of the skin isn't quite as strong as when we were younger. So all of those things combined end up kind of pulling things forward and showing this nasolabial fold. That's one of the first signs of aging that we see with this. The next will be oral commissures, just that kind of downturn of the mouth. And we'll also see the marionette lines that go down to the chin, and then we'll see the jowling right there. So what we do with Voluma to correct all of those, you don't just start chasing kind of the lines that you see on the face. We start mimicking what nature gave us to start with, which is that nice zygomatic arch or the cheek. So when we use Voluma, we like to inject starting more laterally, so that way we can give more of a lift. So Nicole doesn't need it right now, but in the future when she does, we'll be able to pull back and up. And that helps with everything in the lower face that's going on. Most people can start with a syringe or 2 syringes. The older we are and the more volume we need, then we'll start adding in more syringes at that point. But it's a deep injection, so it's fairly comfortable. It's not superficial where all the nerve endings are. There is lidocaine in the product, so it starts to numb as it's in the tissue, and the results are instant. So it's one of my favorite fillers. I just wanted to tell you kind of what we do with it and what we're considering. We never charge for consultations. We love sitting down and kind of talking about goals. So give us a call and schedule a consultation and we can talk about what Voluma can do for you. Thanks.